So we're going back to Blink when it well, not going back, we're going back to 2003. This is only the second track that I've reacted to from Blink, a band that could have done 20 tracks by now. There's a secret I've hidden, really. Not a secret, but something I've not talked about a lot on the channel. I just think they're so influential and so good. But this is a track that saw a departure. This is from the self-titled album, actually. Their fifth album, 2003, I Miss You. And 2003 and 2023 is 20 years anniversary of the song. And unless the news has changed, the original lineup from the original band that sung this is touring this year. So I thought, what a great time to get back to them. Here we go. Blink-182, I Miss You.
From my nightmare, the shadow in the background of the morgue, the unsuspecting victim of darkness in the valley. We can live like Jack and Sally if we want, where you can always find me. And we'll have Halloween on Christmas, and in the night we'll wish this never ends. We'll wish this never ends.
Blink fans, you'll know, at the time, this band just was across the world, and they can still tour 20 years later, and they'll be across the world. This was a departure from them. The whole album itself was more melancholic, it was more pop culture enthused, and I think we'll hear some references to that in this, but you can just hear the different tone, and it's been about probably 18 years since I listened to this. So I'm just catching up again with it. It was really different, and I think it captured everyone at the time. I know it was on the Billboard charts, but also on the US metal chart, on the sort of rock charts was number one, and Britain was a big hit. So, yeah.
Tonight, I need somebody, and always this sick, strange darkness comes creeping on, so haunting every time. And as I stared, I counted the webs from all the spiders, catching things and eating their insides, like indecision to call you and hear your voice of treason. Will you come home and stop this pain tonight? Stop this pain tonight. Don't waste your time on me. You're already the voice inside my head. Don't waste your time on me. You're already the voice inside my head.
Let me stop you there. The audio's gone a bit. two songs, two narratives. One is more forgiving and one is more in preparing for the nightmare. And I love the flavour of the video. It's very Tim Burton, and we can talk about that in a minute. That aesthetic is really, it's the nostalgia, the longing for things in the past, the switch over between Halloween on Christmas Eve. You know, you can have that nightmare if you like, the nightmare before Christmas. We can have Halloween on Christmas. We can have our worst times and still celebrate them as long as we're together. But the other one's like, don't bother. You know, you're a nightmare, you're treason, the spider's web. It's such a cool way to create a narrative and counter-narrative in a song. I love it.
Already the voice inside my head.
When they talk about Jack and Sally, Tim Burton fans, you'll know, they were having that love story in A Nightmare Before Christmas. And I think the song really is, with that pop culture reference of Jack and Sally, and it just kind of really deepens the sense of the song for the youthful nostalgia and heartache and those incredibly painful times you can have. And the two ways you can address those painful times. One is the open arms come back, the other is, no, really, you're a nightmare. But for me at the time, it was such a switch. I mean, it was such a switch for Blink, really. It was, in my sense. You know, it was that departure from that sort of punk rocky, punk poppy sound. You know, I think, have they done that spin-off? Had Boxcar Racer been done yet? What were their links to Alkaline Trio at the time? But this was just so good. And I hope the tour comes off. I really do. And I hope to get to produce more stuff. I'm a little bit behind the times, guys. So Blink fans, let me know where that's happening. Are they happening? Has the new music come out? What's the rumour mill saying? What's the music media saying? But there'll be more from these guys. I think there's a song they did with Robert Smith from The Cure, which I want to go and dig out. Looking forward to going back and visiting them. Not every week, but certainly more than once in a year. Thanks, guys. If you enjoyed this, please, if I've earned your subscription, fine. If I haven't, there are lots of great other channels that will offer you more than maybe what I'm offering you. But if you like what I'm doing, stick around, guys, and we'll enjoy it. Take care.